Hi. Um, Over the last few days, I've been having a discussion about the Venus Project. First, I'd like to say everybody that's in disagreement with this project, I'm kind of on your side. I agree with you, there's a lot of problems. Anybody that's supporting this Venus Project, guess what? At least you're trying, and at least it's something. We're at a stage where we do need to do something, and a great deal of this project I happen to agree with. So I'm agreeing with both sides of the issue. The problem that I'm seeing is um, we have this picture, this end result that we want, this dream, which is a good start. You have to have a picture of what it is that you want to see. But we're not walking the walk. We're like thinking this concept is out there when it's actually here and now. We don't need to build a building, we don't need to build technology. We need to develop that mindset now. And we're not doing that. Anybody that's involved in this Venus project does not have the mentality that they want to have. So that's why I'm posting my channel, is to open the discussion. Um, for example, this is one of my observations. This Venus project definitely understands that criminals are only behaving according to their social environments. The social environments creates criminals, and if you understand the psychology, that's exactly what's going on. You can see it definitely with sex abusers. The whole society hates sexual abuse, yet we're not comprehending that the victims that have been sexually abused, if they don't get the proper healing, then they transform into a sexual abuser. So we seem to have a lot of compassion for the victim of sexual abuse up until they come to an age, or up until the time that they start behaving as society wants them to behave, like a sexual abuser. As soon as they turn a certain age, as soon as they turn the actions that were done on them onto others, we all of a sudden hate them. And we don't want to communicate with them. We don't want to have any interest in healing them. We want to put them in jail. So basically, the way we run our social um, communities is, as soon as you're a victim, you may as well put that victim in jail, because you have no form of healing. It's only cope and deal. That's all our counseling and medical professions do, is just cope and deal with it. Yep, everything's wrong, just cope and deal with it. And that mentality creates a sexual abuser. So without a doubt, there's a very, very small percentage that are sexually abused that won't redo the same crime. There are lots that don't, and the ones that don't obviously are experiencing the type of love that they need to overcome whatever they've experienced. But if they live in hate from that experience, although they may not be sexual abusers, they will unfold that hate experience onto another human being in one form or another. So we do need to develop a better understanding when we're talking with people that have had very bad experiences. And generally, if you've had a very bad experience, you're going to be extremely angry. You're going to be very, very argumentative. And guess what? Anybody that's disagreeing with the Venus Project, something wrong has happened to them. And they're full of rage, they're full of anger, they can't calm down enough to have a calm conversation. And then on the other side, you get these people on the Venus Project not understanding what's going on. They don't understand the anger or rage that's coming at them. They're not seeing that, hey, something bad has happened to you. I understand. I want to hear you. I want to see what we can do to make sure this doesn't happen to anybody else. Instead, what people in this Venus Project do is they start calling names, and you're crazy, you're nuts, you're, whatever perspective um, the person that's in disagreement has is always going to be looked on with name calling. And the name calling is, why this project's not going to unfold. You don't have the mentality to be able to comprehend and communicate effectively with those that are in disagreement. So both sides are dealing with the same issue. We both sides need to calm down and understand what's going on. Now, I had an education in programming, and part of what I'm seeing with this Venus project is it's definitely lacking a project manager. And I can definitely understand that the concept is one person is not going to be in control of it. It's got to be the whole that controls it. And yet somebody's got to start it off. And he doesn't want to be the one that's starting it off, which is why he's not manipulating and controlling things to be unfolding faster, which is good for him. He's sticking to what he believes in, and it's got to be the society that unfolds it. I'm starting my YouTube channel to open discussion, and so in a way, I'm the leader of this, and I don't want to be. The conversations that we have are going to be the conversations that we have with each other. What I do see is we need to start a database of all of the problems, all of the solutions, and all of the wants and needs that people need. And also, we need to include in there is, what are your talents? What are you able to offer? What are you able to help another? And this should be a searchable database. So right now we have, you can go to this project and read and read and read and read what the concept is all about. And frankly, that's going to turn anybody off. I'm only concerned about the issues that involve me. And if I trust everybody else to be concerned about the issues that are involving them, and it's all focused on unfolding the solution and not a problem, then it should unfold. So, but it needs to be like a searchable database. I should be able to go into some system and search out, here's a problem I have with this. Here's what I really need right now. And who can offer the support that I need to unfold what I want. Now, I did post something on holodynamics. This is something that I think if this Venus project is really interested, they should really get involved with holodynamics. These two groups should be forming together. Dr. Wolf has the psychology that will help us all understand what's going on in the bigger picture and how to overcome your problems and solutions. Turns out every problem is just a lack of information. And when you give every problem the information that it's lacking, the problem just disappears. So the concept of holodynamics is amazing. I've heard a lot of people complain that Dr. Wolf is a really, really greedy guy. If you read his stuff, you can see his mentality is definitely far from greedy. If it was, his books would be on the bestsellers list and he'd be making a ton of money, especially if he's been curing cancer, AIDS, mental illness, addictions for more than 30 years. He's just really stuck on a money thing. And frankly, I can definitely support that, but it's sort of getting in the way. Anybody that's involved in this Venus project and you want to do things, I would email Dr. Wolf and tell him to start posting his concepts free on YouTube. He definitely wants to change the universe, and he's waiting for people to be able to afford his services, and most people can't. But that doesn't mean he can't make a difference by posting everything he knows. His courses, everything can be done free online on YouTube. If he doesn't, guess what? I'm going to on my own channel. And this concept of copyrights is kind of bullshit. It is the legal system that prevents us from unfolding solutions. And it's like, you know what? You do it so I don't have to do it. So there's some of my suggestions. Try and get involved in the conversation. See where you can do to help unfold this. Are you a programmer? Can you do a database? I'm only making the suggestions. I cannot do everything myself. But if you have skills that you love and would do it for free, then get involved and see how you can help other people and how you can unfold this project. For me, project manager or just unfolding information is where my skills are at. I've got to solve me before I can help anybody else out. So I'm doing a diary. This is what I'm doing to help unfold and make change in my universe. And we all need to sort of develop that mentality and be nice to each other. Love and support each other is the way to go. Peace out.